our granddaughter turned 8.
Mm-hmm.
So Jesselyn's now an 8-year-old, and Skip talked to her and said, I guess you'll be dating soon. And she said, no, Mommy said I couldn't date till I was 9. And Mommy heard that and went, what? So I think she'll be a
9?
little older than that. So,
Yeah,
but it was kind of funny. It was kind of funny.
We're still in Mercury retrograde. Plus,
he said he got it. So
okay, I need people to understand something. Mercury retrograde goes on till the 25th
which is why
of this
Matt's
month.
having trouble.
That's one reason. The other reason,
and that's why our screen isn't working.
The other reason we're having trouble with our what do you call it? Technical things here. But the eclipse we had yesterday was not just a one-day event. Did you know that? The eclipse effects of an eclipse go on and on for weeks, up to about 3 months, is what I was told.
Why?
Because they do, and
because of so many light years it takes for it to get to us.
I guess so. Who knows?
I mean, how long does it take for the sun to reach us? The heat from that sun to come through the universe,
I know,
and get to us.
Well, I think it's like 12 minutes from the sun.
Well, they had a lot of them, I guess.
That's why when there's an eclipse and it goes dark, it gets cold. The temperature drops.
Yes, I understand that.
Because it only takes 12 minutes. But my point is that...
Yeah, what's your point?
We have technical difficulties from the Mercury retrograde. We have the eclipse that we had. And people are going to keep feeling these effects for the next... it said 2 to 3 months.
Wow.
And
so that means earthquakes could still happen.
Yep.
Because we did have some earthquakes.
Yeah.
That I believe was associated with the solar eclipse. And yeah. So Crystal's on. Heidi's on from Texas. Ooh, from Texas. Oh, she must have been one of the lucky ones to see it total, huh?
Yeah.
See the total eclipse. Yeah.
And Brenda's on.
Oh, and Wyoming girl. Okay. It's been a while.
Been a long time. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah. Well, we've been, replays and things, going on vacation and all that. So I guess it hit both of us. Oh, and Josie's on. All right. Josie. So, as long as you're in today, for the ones that just came on, this is a 3-day. So it's all about balancing body, mind, and spirit. So it's also about communication, creativity, having fun. So use your mouth to benefit the world as well as yourself.
Yep.
Because it's a good day for communication.
And I see that Matt finally got on board with us.
He said it went to his spam.
Oh, it did.
So he had to go through the process.
I sent him the link like 3 or 4 times, and he finally was able to pull it out and get it. So we're in good shape. We'll get with Matt in just a moment. Matt's going to be our guest today. He's our man on the street.
Yes, it's a man on the street day. Woo-hoo.
And he's got a place lined up today that looks pretty good. And there's actually a history that every single one of you can identify with.
Really?
Across the country.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. It identifies with Mr. Ted Bundy.
Heidi said she did see it. Even through the clouds. Wow.
Oh, wow.
That was something. Because that only happens, every 80 some years?
No. It's going to be till 2300 till it comes back again.
No, it's 23 something.
Yeah.
It's not 23. Oh, I see what you're saying. But I mean, it's once in a lifetime for most people.
Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. So we got our shot.
Once in a couple generations.
I don't know. It's like every 80 years. And I guess it would be a couple of generations.
And last week I was trying to do technical things, trying to delete and block the hackers that come in. And I blocked Debbie from Texas, who is an astrologer.
And it's still not unblocked.
I guess I thought I unblocked her, but I'm going to have to find out what went on. So
have you gone in and unblocked her from your system?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Lynn's on.
Lynn, yeah.
Dorothy's on.
Dorothy says, "Hope you're doing well."
I hope you're doing good.
So we got. Oh, I see. Dorothy was on Facebook or on YouTube. Now she's on Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which is okay.
Yeah.
Comes in both places as well as Twitch and LinkedIn and
LinkedIn, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, LinkedIn, and Twitter. We broadcast live on all the 4 of those.
JM's on.
And Dorothy and Brenda gave us a red heart, or a white heart, actually.
Aww.
And Brenda gave us a thumbs up.
Cool.
So,
I love those hearts and thumbs up.
Which reminds me, we have to ask, if you guys would do this right now while you're on whatever platform you're on, if you would just share this broadcast. So Dorothy says Facebook works better for her.
I'll be darned.
But share it, and because we appreciate it.
Oh,
look. Oh, Barb is on with us, and JM.
Yeah.
And Brenda and Dorothy, we got the white hearts from all the 4 of
oh,
those.
bless your hearts. No pun intended there. But I was going to say something really cool. I just don't know what it was. It'll come back. It'll come back.
Got this frog in my throat today.
Oh, I know what it was. You know how you can do the Google statistics and stuff? And it shows you. Okay. It says like there's a lot of, which is kind of strange. A lot of people do like a 90-second look, and then they apparently go somewhere else, which I find kind of sad, because if they'd just hang in there, they'd probably learn a lot of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Or get questions answered or something. So I find that kind of strange. But those are the ones that just don't get it.
But you got to also remember, those may be the ones who do the judgment thing, check in on us, and then say, oh, no, devil's work, bye, and then check out.
I'm sure. That's what I'm saying.
We get a lot of those.
They don't know what they're missing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Well, we even have one person, I won't mention names, but there's one person that even is a peep at the showcase, that when he finally did get to our showcase, he said, this is not what I thought it was.
In a good way.
In a good way.
Yeah.
He thought it was something satanic, I think.
Yeah.
I'm putting words in his mouth, but I mean, I'm thinking he thought it was something in those realms. So, I mean, it's, if you just give it a shot, and have an open mind.
Yeah.
That's what we're trying to get people to do, to have open minds. Listen to it. If it don't feel right, don't accept it. But if it does, look into it,
JM says she's going back and forth between YouTube and Facebook, and she's sharing it for us.
Oh, bless your heart.
And Wilma Girl says she's feeling Mercury retrograde, putting off a big decision until it's over.
That's probably smart.
Unless you'd started the process before Mercury went retrograde, which was on April 1st, you could go ahead and
work on it.
Do it now if you wanted to, because you already started it.
As long as you dotted her I's and crossed her T's and read it 6 times.
Yeah. But I mean,
if you can hold off, I would hold off.
If you can hold off, it's probably better.
Yeah. So Mercury retrograde, I thought it was going to be kind of turbulent. It really hasn't been that way.
No.
For me, I think the solar eclipse kind of switched the energies or something. I don't know. Not that there hasn't been issues, but it wasn't like I really thought it was going to be. So, see, even I can be wrong.
Yeah, I know.
I said that in public. It's on the record. It'll be there for eternity.
I think you're wrong about that.
I might be. I don't know.
Have you done anything else you got?
No. Tonight, now it's time for the stone.
What was the numerology again? Because I was
3.
Oh, a 3 today. Ooh, good.
I know. I like
bowling
3s.
Night.
Is this your last night?
No.
Oh.
Nope.
Anyway,
2 more weeks.
Because of the solar eclipse, and it's like brand new beginnings, starting over, hopefully in much more positive energy and thinking more positive and less negative. I thought today's stone should be the pearl.
Okay.
Of which, when I went to Hawaii, I actually got 3 pearls by opening up oysters. And I was going to put them with the 2 I got 10 years ago, and I can't find the 2 I got. So if anybody gets a hit on where I put those things, let me know. I can't find them. Anyhow, a pearl, it activates the crown chakra and the sacral chakra, which I thought was kind of cool. And it's formed, as we all know, in a shellfish and are about 2% water. I think that's why water signs like pearls. They're kind of drawn to them because there's 2% water. But then we're all made of water. So I would assume that would also include the human race. Yeah. If you have an affinity for liking pearls. It's a stone of sincerity and purity. And I thought, what a stone if we all wore a pearl or pearls for like a month, what would that do to the energy in this universe? I'm just wondering.
I don't know.
As well as the energy of the person wearing it.
Yeah.
That would be a cool scientific experiment, but I don't know how you do it. It also enhances integrity and it enhances faith. So that is 2 things that you should really pay attention to. You should try to always have integrity, and you should always try to believe, because you can't prove it. It's not a tangible thing you can touch, but believe there is faith, and faith is a good thing. And it also enlightens the mind.
Yeah.
So on this new start, as I like to call it, because of this total solar eclipse, I believe if we all could think more positive, act more positive, see things in a more positive light, instead of judging, think about it, and then decide, well, let's just wait and see, instead of saying it's good or bad.
Yeah.
I mean, there'll still be the negative, bad things out there. We can't get away from that. But try to see it in a positive light. It's like that old saying goes, there's always a silver lining in a dark cloud. And we've got to believe that. That's part of faith. And so we can't, I wish I had a magic wand and could just tap it and say, it's all good. But you don't do that. That's not what we're here for.
I say put up your umbrella while you're looking for that magic lining.
Silver lining.
Silver lining.
Silver. There's nothing magic about
guess who's
that.
Joined us?
Oh, Jane's on. Okay.
Jane all the way over there in the UK.
So that's what the stone is. Now the affirmation for that, which kind of popped into my sight. When I'm talking about more positive energy, thinking and seeing things in a more positive way. Now listen to what I'm going to say, because it's kind of heavy. You ready?
Yes.
Not a single scar on my heart came from an enemy.
Ooh.
Think about that. Not a single scar on my heart came from an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Is that not true?
I don't know, but it could be.
You don't know? Think about it, my friend.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know, but it could be.
Think about all the scars that you've endured in your childhood and your life, and who gave them to you. Was it enemies? Probably not.
Probably not. Yep.
Shelley's on.
Yep. Heidi says depends on where the retrograde hits in your chart too. In general, it's for everybody, and it falls like a big umbrella over everybody.
Well, it might be that,
but it especially affects the heart. I mean the
chart.
The chart.
Yeah, but there again, look what that chart represents and see who made those scars and where they came from.
Mm-hmm.
So any way you look at it, it's a thinking thing, and it's all about choice. It's choice of whether you let it go, forgive the person and never see him again, or look further and see what they were going through at the time and bless them and release them.
Read what JM wrote.
I have my psychic spectrum mug in my hand, but you knew that.
Yes, I do. And I have mine.
Oh, and Teeny's on. Teeny, is that her name?
Teeny.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So, I mean, it's if you can go back and listen to this, if you didn't hear what I just said or whatever, if you want to, but I mean, that affirmation means a lot. And I think people should think about it, take it to heart, and put the focus where it belongs. And instead of just feeling bad about it, figure out who did it, why they did it, and if they need to be part of your life anymore. That's all about the communication. That communication can be with yourself. You don't have to have another person to talk to except yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
So that's my enlightenment for today.
All right. So let's get to our special guest today. Our once a month, always on the second Saturday or second Tuesday of the month, if we can do it, if it schedules align for all of us. But we have on with us today Mr. Matt Shea. He's an author, and we don't have his book right here. Oh, it's into the stack right there under this. Keep going. Yeah, right there.
I believe this is his latest one, unless his ones came out I don't know about.
The Cabin in the Woods. Yeah, the other one's out now too.
Oh, okay.
But
Pavlov. I got that one too.
After that, yeah.
But that's out on my.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah. So this is a cool. What is it? Is this 4 short stories? I can't remember.
I can't remember. Yeah, I think it is.
I mean, I read it, but I can't tell you now.
4 short stories.
I believe so. But Matt can tell us about it. He wrote it.
So there's Matt Shea. Hey, Matt, how are you?
Thank you. I apologize for this spam computer glitch. I can't explain it. Everything was perfect. I got the first one this morning, and then we got hit by that cosmic Murphy's Law.
Yeah.
But
hey, it's called Mercury retrograde.
Look at this.
I know. I got to get some more of those. I'm getting low.
We are going to be going out shortly to the very place that I'm doing a presentation on now. And so that's my choice because they do have pizza in the area as well. Okay. But anyway, I am ordering a handful of these because I'll be handing them out to people I do interviews with. And this book, I am still using it. And we hear and speak to dead people. I still thumb through it. And recently I thumbed through it, and that set me up for the presentation we're about to do today. Thank you, Skip and Sharon. That book you were holding, that was 3 publications ago. I have since done this marvelous one dedicated to Skip and Sharon.
That one I got, is on the bookcase in there.
This book is all about when somebody dares to go to the dark side to barter, to get a deal. And you bet that dark side wants to grab hold.
It's a good story. I couldn't put it down. I could not put it down.
And always, always remember, look at that.
I hate that picture.
I love it. I love it. That's the first time I got to correct you on something. And if this is the latest one, it's about my several-year research on casinos, the ups and downs, the inside stuff.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh yeah, this one just came out. But anyway, here we go again.
Congratulations.
My daughter and I were in her neighborhood. There's an old restaurant we like to go to, and I asked if they're haunted. Well, kinda. We hear a noise. There are people, whoever. Finally, one of the servers came up to us and they said, "Matt, the place across the street is haunted." And he was pointing at the Marqueen Hotel from 1918, and we have an address. 600 Queen Anne Avenue North, Seattle, 98108.
Queen Anne.
Let's throw in their phone number, 206-282-7407. So we followed his advice. After our dinner, we went to the Marqueen Hotel. And it is
retrograde.
This 1918 building.
You're breaking up just a bit. Okay? You're breaking up just a little bit.
Are we okay now?
Yeah.
There. That sounds good.
Go back to after dinner, you went to the hotel.
After dinner, we followed the advice of our server, went across the street to the Marqueen Hotel, and it is beautifully refurbished. They are from 1918, and they have their speakeasy, and they're in the Tin Lizzie room. So when we entered this beautiful place, I asked the greeter if the place is haunted. He said, "Oh, yes, we are." And so he says, "You want to go to the front desk?" And I took pictures of the front desk for you two. And I asked him, he goes, "Oh, yes, I got some stories for you two." And so the history of the building is that Henry Ford had it constructed for his auto engineers. And it was also a dormitory for his engineers because they were fine-tuning the Model T. And so there we go. And so that's the main lobby right there.
Wow.
And so
now, is that the front desk right there, Matt?
No, it isn't. The front desk
the front desk was the other one you had.
Oh, it faces that.
We're looking at the entryway once we enter, looking back out in the street.
Okay.
To the right is part of the lobby. To the left is the front desk.
Okay. So let me do this before you go any further. Let's back up and let me get the I don't know why that keeps coming on, but anyhow, let's do the front door. Let's start from the beginning if we can again, just so people understand where this is at. This is the picture on the street going up to the door. That's the front door underneath the covering there.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And this is 600 Queen Anne Avenue North in Seattle, 206-282-7407. And this is the building that Henry Ford had constructed for his engineers where it was also a dormitory for them. And I guess it has quite a parking garage underneath it because at one time Henry Ford had good use for it. But again, it's a 1918 structure. And so I enter the front door. It's very majestic in there, very beautiful. And immediately the stories started to intertwine.
Ah, okay.
1918, that was built 1 year after my dad was born.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty old.
So what picture do you want me to show next? Where do you want?
The front desk.
The front desk. Oh,
that's where you were going to try to go to.
Yes.
The front desk that I have
is the picture across from it. I don't see a front desk.
Is this what you're talking about?
No, that's the one you showed.
No, that's the one I showed.
Yes, that's the view the front desk has. To the left of that picture is the front desk, and that's just part of their luxurious lobby.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm not sure I have that one in.
Can you get a picture of the bar?
I definitely got the bar. Let me find the bar. There we go. That's the bar, right?
Yes, it is. That is the Tin Lizzie Lounge from 1918. And I believe it was a speakeasy in its day because this was constructed before the Prohibition came in.
Oh, yeah.
In that very lounge, here comes ghost story number one.
Okay.
They said recently someone brought in a pet dog, and the pet dog charged an empty chair, got up growling, and was just viciously barking, and drawing attention to this empty chair. They get things in there. They get the orbs, they get the sounds, they get the shadows. The dog seemed to have seen more than just that. And we've seen pets go crazy. They're doing their job. They're being that guardian angel, so to say. So such a thing did happen there. That's an excellent bar, and it has some fun finger food there as well. And then inside the building itself, the man at the desk said, well, I'll show you one of my stories. He said, my friends came in and they asked me if the third floor was still haunted. And he said he stayed at the third floor. When he opened his room, the door slammed violently by itself. No excuse. It wasn't a little bit of wind. Something slammed it violently. He would hear footsteps in the hall and in his room. And then the lamp at his nightstand next to the bed started to flick on and off. It wasn't a light bulb not screwed in properly. It wasn't the outlet partially in. The turning mechanism was clicking by itself. And so it was clicking off and on. And then throughout the night, he would hear his footsteps. He would hear voices and that. And then he said they had another guest who one night woke up and she saw the apparition of a woman from, I think, last century just above her, staring her point blank at her face. Scary.
Wow.
She still stayed there. The same incident happened in the same room to the same person 2 nights in a row.
Wow. I wonder if that's that woman I sensed that was in older clothing,
Yeah.
That interesting. Wow.
And then another woman knew something was tainted, something was off and wrong. So she put her shoes together right next to the door in case she had to make a quick exit. She woke up the next morning and her shoes were the same position under the bed covers with her at the foot of the bed. Something placed them from the door all the way up to the foot of the bed under the covers.
Now, was this in the room that we're going to talk about eventually here?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
This is throughout the hotel. They get their shadows. They hear voices. They will often hear their name called. And people who stay there, a lot of stories. I've only been in there once before. My intentions is we could go there. We could hit one of the pizza places in the neighborhood, and then we could go in there and you two could just open up and see what you detect. But they said they have the highlight feature, and they say they're 99% sure about this hallway leading to this door. And before, that's the hallway going down. And then we have a door. And before I revealed anything about the door, I had each of you look at it, and immediately you two felt something.
We did.
Number 7.
Number 7. There we go. There we are. There's your door. Now let's do this. Let me bring it up here. Whoops.
Yeah, you just flip that up and I got a headache.
That is it. That is it. So that's the very last one on the end. When you enter the lobby and go north, taking you into the lobby, take a left down the hallway. At the very end of the hallway, you then take a right, and the last room on the left is that one right there. And this really hit home. My God, Skip and Sharon, because you discovered where he was buried in a cemetery before it was announced. Recall that?
Well, we think that's what it is.
Yeah.
But we
saw him there.
Yeah, we actually saw him there at that cemetery. And it wasn't just us. It was like, 40 people?
Yeah, that
saw
was our
him.
first big ghost hunt. Yeah.
Anyway, the 2 guys on shift told me that it is known that Ted Bundy had stayed in that room for some time. Wow. That he took up residency there for a while, because there are hotels and apartments all over the place. My daughter lives 2 minutes away from that place.
Oh, be darned.
Yes. And so anyway, they were kind of reluctant, saying, well, we can't really prove it, but the whole hotel knows of this. It is something mentioned to everybody ever since those incidents has happened. So that room is credited to being where Ted Bundy once resided. There's quite a mix in this building, quite a stir.
Do you know the room number?
I don't know it offhand, and I should have gotten that. I got the picture. It's on the first floor, very to the end. I wonder if it's actually a number 1, and the reason why, it was the very last one down the last corridor. But I don't see their numbering system there. I don't have it on the door, unfortunately.
Yeah, strange it doesn't have the numbering system.
I'm curious, why do they all not have the numbers, or is it just that one?
I think they were all the same, and now I'm getting confused. Our hotels have numbers on the door, and so there should be one nearby, if not on it. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to say that they have numbers on the doors just because of a hotel would.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere there's got to be
that's
a
a
number.
safe assumption.
Yeah.
Interesting, but that's where Ted Bundy took up residence at for a while.
He's credited for that, and it was overwhelming. And by the way, Ted Bundy once stayed here. They took me down the hallway, then to the right, and think about it. You're a Ted Bundy. You're in this old building from 1918. You took the furthest room out at left field on the first floor. The one at the very far end by the fire exit, the last one.
Yeah, to get out quick.
Yes, that sounds like something that type of mind would calculate.
Yeah, definitely.
And also the fire exit, I don't know if they could go in and out at that time without it being locked. But I mean, that would be a way to bring someone in and no one see it.
Yep.
Well, I walked around the fire exit and everything. And that's the tail end of that wing on the first floor. But again, the very last one, it's the most desolate.
Wow.
Man, that's crazy.
Yes.
You do find the really cool stuff, Matt.
Yeah, I don't know how you find them, but you find them.
Well, the restaurant across the street, it's an old building as well. And the few times I've asked this, my daughter and I love going there. We just walk from her place there. I've asked several times, and we do hear things. We thought that it's, being kind of low, but they say across the street at the Marqueen Hotel, that place is haunted. And here we had the greeter and the man at the front desk. Oh, yes, they both had stories for me.
So is it just the third floor that's
No,
haunted,
it's the
or the whole
entire
place?
building.
Oh,
it's
the entire building.
It's the lobby. It's the bar. It's everywhere. And could you imagine if we could get access to that through that door that we just looked at? Because when I showed it to you, Sharon, you said that is one door I will not walk through.
Yeah, it didn't feel good to me. It did not. And I don't know if we did a ghost hunt there, if I'd go through it or not. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
I would.
Because I've been in this business long enough to know there are some things you should not mess with.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about Henry Ford having this constructed for his top engineers for the development of the Model T to fine-tune it, make a better product, whatever. Dormitory, they were living there. Many, many renowned car merchants throughout the world went to that building and stayed there and had their vehicles at the garage, everything. But we could just walk right in, go into the bar, sit down, get their finger food. Their pizza place is right in that neighborhood. Once we park the car, we don't have to park it a second time. And we could walk back to 1918 and see what you and Skip feel.
That would be fun.
Yeah.
I would do that.
Yeah, I could do that.
I mean, I might look at the door, but I don't know if I'd go in there.
There we go. Yeah, that would be fun. I'd be up for it. I'd try it.
I didn't know that place was even on Queen Anne.
Well, I've always noticed the building.
Is it at the foot of Queen Anne or on top of Queen Anne? Or halfway up?
When you are on Mercer Street,
yeah,
the intersection of Mercer Street and Queen Anne Hill, there it is, just up half the block.
Oh, really? Gosh, I never noticed it.
Yes, but all of these old buildings have their share of stories, their past, their history. Well, does this one ever have one?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, no
seriously.
Many conventions there throughout the years, going back to the 1918,
Sure.
106 years old, and they're proud of that. And it's just luxurious.
I think
but again,
big corporations exchanged a lot of money in that building.
Yes, because they were there looking at prototypes, showing designs, brought them in. They were living there. And again, the man at the front desk, his friends asked if the third floor was still haunted. And he said, well, I did stay up there recently, and here's what happened to me. So they would have their share of stories as well.
Sure.
It's throughout the whole building, and they had lots of stories. And the guy across the street, he knew a lot about it. He emphasized, he says, that place is haunted, the entire building. Go there. Just go there and ask. They got some story. That's exactly what happened.
Wow. Heidi says that she'd like to know what happened in that room. Dorothy said she'd go in. So I would too.
Was Dorothy the one that would sit in that chair on one of the other? Yeah. You two are, you're going to get in trouble, girl.
I don't know what took place in that, but Ted Bundy got around. He had his hiding spots. Then he had his tight social circles where he seemed to be okay. And so Lower Queen Anne, Seattle, sure, he was in that area.
I was going to say,
he actually stayed here for a while.
Is that where, I mean, I can't remember where Anne Rule did her
Anne Rule was out of Des Moines. She was out of Des Moines, Washington.
Okay, so that's
but she wrote
she was part of that suicide line or something. They could call in and
the
helpline or whatever.
Yeah.
And
well, she
Ted
wrote
Bundy worked there.
Yeah, she wrote the stranger who slept beside me.
Yeah. No, it's called The Stranger Beside Me.
Oh, yeah, but I mean,
they sat next to each other at work.
I was wondering if it was down in the Queen Anne area. That's why he lived there and just went to work there.
Who knows?
But I guess not.
Well, he moved about. He'd been in other states as well.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is something, and they were reluctant because when you mention his name staying there, we're now at the top of the heap.
Yeah.
And they volunteered the information, led me right to that door.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Well, we got to plan that, Matt. We got to get together some time here and set that up. Didn't you pick a date already?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're already set.
A suggestion I have, the place directly across the street from it, they have a great kitchen there. And some people said that, yes, we are haunted, and they kind of held back. But we can have dinner there and then walk across the street and just check out the lobby as I did.
Yeah.
Get in the lounge and just spend some time at that hotel.
Yeah.
It might be a good thing to do with maybe Matt and his daughter and the two of us.
Sure.
You know, just to check it out that way.
Keep it small.
Yeah. Keep it small in the beginning.
She's be there with us.
Okay. Good.
You know, I'll wait till he's done with his thing, and then I'll add the little things on the side there.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Sharon.
Oh, well, Heidi was saying that Ted Bundy worked at Fred Meyer. So did her sister, but not at the same time. I had a a very close friend who's passed away now that worked at Fred Meyer's too. I don't know if it's the same one, but she looked a lot like the type of girls that he always went for, the long straight hair, and petite. And she actually thinks it was Ted Bundy that wanted to pick her up and take her home one night. She said she was waiting for her boyfriend. That's probably what saved her.
Yeah.
When I went to the Haunted Museum in Las Vegas, they had his Volkswagen there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What kind of energy would come off that thing?
Yeah.
They had Kevorkian's Volkswagen bus there with all of his equipment playing the music he composed for his euthanasia treatments. A lot of things there. They had the mirror from the captain of the Titanic's bedstand.
Oh,
they had that.
That should be
that is something in itself to go to Zach Vegan's Haunted Museum. Unbelievable there. But getting back to Queen Anne Hill, we have a pizza place nearby where somebody said, "Have you ever been to this pizza place?" Yeah. And the gal said, "It's haunted. I know because," and she said in the bathroom, something happened that just made it clear. Now, Richard and I went to a place not too far in Linwood, and it was called the Rock Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
And they are greatly haunted, outspoken about it. He and I had been there twice. Great pizza, lots of stories, and Richard picked up on some things there.
Interesting.
I just after what Matt has introduced us to, and what I through the years have learned there is. I mean, I believe there's so many hauntings out there because people lived before we did. I mean, decades, centuries.
Yep.
The spirits are still there,
May I share one with you?
Yeah.
I know this couple, and they lived out by the Sultan area. And she said one night her girlfriends swear up and down when they're driving late at night that they saw somebody wearing a high school jersey, but they were decapitated, no head.
Oh, God.
And so she was talking about this road, and her son said, "Oh, yeah, so-and-so, who's a couple classes ahead of me, he was in a bad car accident and he was decapitated."
Oh, wow.
So they're reporting what they saw one night just at the corner, kind of moseying around. And then later she got the story. Now that reminds me of Skip and Sharon Langay, because when we went to the Mirkwood, you two started picking up things left and right. And then later the people who worked there started mentioning things. But you caught it on your own, and I didn't know about it. And one of which was that little girl you saw walking backwards. Another one, you saw a monk in his fire tuck fur, mink up and down, whatever they wore. But these are stories verified without you two knowing anything. You caught a few of them. It somehow met you halfway.
That's the one where we saw a guy walking across the floor, too.
Yes.
Yes.
And there was nobody there.
Right.
Yes.
Yes, I remember that place.
Yeah, we've been to some good places. We've had some good experiences with them. But I want to try this place.
Well, yeah.
It's a treasure trove.
Well,
it's a treasure trove there.
Might have to rent that room.
Well, you just have a good night there.
Well, I didn't say I'm going to stay there overnight, but
here's the game plan. We'll have our dinner across the street. Fabulous. You can thank me later. It'll be on Matt Shea Books. And then we will walk across the street and brave that 1918 hotel.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. When we get down to the show, Matt, I'll pick a date and send it to you.
Yes.
This is going to happen.
Okay.
Instead of me saying, we got to do that, I'm going to pick a date.
So, Matt, tell everybody how they can look into and check out your books and purchase them.
Okay. It's to go to Matt Shea, SHEA, mattsheabooks.net.
There you go.
And once you get on there, a lot of free stuff, free audiobook for the family, Amazon stuff, free stories, lots and lots of interviews. And speaking of interviews, the three of us will be doing a show this Saturday.
Yes.
It'll be out of the KKNW studio for the Matts and Mitchell show. And it was Gary and Suzanne's request that you cover the most interesting ghost hunts you've had. Because some I've been on, some I have not. But that will be an incredible show. This is upon request.
Okay.
We shall do it.
So that show is going to be broadcast live on AM radio in Seattle, Tacoma area, Everett. Even it goes up to Bellingham.
And I think it's at 10 o'clock, isn't it?
It's 10 a.m.
Manson Mitchell.
This coming Saturday, the Manson Mitchell show. And it's 1150 AM radio. It's a station we used to have our show on when we did AM radio.
The reason why we were called in is it's Suzanne's birthday, and she wanted to take the day off, and she wanted to pick who was going to be on their radio show.
Oh, bless her heart.
Well, we appreciate it. We like them, and we've met Gary before we met Suzanne. Then he found Suzanne, and then we met Suzanne. And so anyhow,
it's a nice couple.
Yeah, we like them. They do a great job on their radio show, the things that they cover. So we appreciate them asking us to do it. So, all right. So Matt, I'm going to let you go. We're going to go do some stuff here on the show, and I will send you a copy of this when it's all converted.
You going to let him watch the rest of the show?
Yeah, if you want to. Do you want to stay in and watch the rest of this?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thanks. And thanks for the showing that mug there.
Thanks, JM.
All right, so I'm going to take you out of the show, Matt. We'll check in with you right before we sign off, okay?
Okay.
All right. That's all right. That's Matt Shea from mattsheabooks.net.
Since we brought up the Manson Mitchell show, it reminded me that at 3:30 today on the John and Sherry show on Cairo 7, we're going to be on there too. So
with John Curley and Sherry Elliker.
Yes. So if you get a minute, check that one out.
That's on Cairo FM 97.3.
Yeah, I guess they are remote somewhere.
Yes,
and we're going to be calling in wherever they are. So we'll see what happens.
That's at 3 o'clock.
3:30. I thought it was 3:30.
3:30 today. And we'll be on the show with them. And we've never met them. We're going to be talking to them. Have we?
I met John.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. I haven't met Sherry. No. Oh. But I have met John.
Okay. Well, anyhow, we're going to be on there, and you can actually go online and listen to the show if you're not in the area.
That's true.
Go to KIRO FM 97.3 in Seattle. That's there, and they also have a website called mynorthwest.com.
That's right.
And it's broadcast on there. Okay, and then for the show on Saturday at 10 a.m. you go to
KKNW
www.kknw1150.com, and you can listen to the show online. They have a little player there. You can listen to it.
And if you're really bored and have nothing else to do, you can go to the archives on, I believe it's Cairo or King. I can't remember which, that the evening show was on.
Yeah, that was.
Is it King?
King, yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, King 5. And you can listen to what we did with the 2003 predictions.
The New Year's Eve prediction, 2020.
Was it 2023 or 22?
22.
22. Yeah, that's kind of a fun little show.
No, it was 23.
Was it 23?
Yeah.
No, it might have been 22. But anyway, just look for the evening show where they had psychics.
Yeah.
And you'll be able to listen to that.
So
it was kind of a fun little thing.
Yep.
Yeah. It was kind of, it was funny. There was levity in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
And our niece Erica just said hi.
Oh, hi, Erica.
And JM says, oh boy, Cairo 2. She says she'll be listening. They pick great people to fill in. Talking about Manson Mitchell.
I guess.
And Allison joined in from.
I don't know where Allison's from. Is Canada?
Yeah, I think
it's Canada.
I can't remember now.
I think.
Heidi. Oh, no, there just go. Allison. She says, I'm happy to catch some of the show. She came in a little late.
That's all right. And Mort's on.
Mort from Connecticut.
From Connecticut, yeah.
And I saw up here Catherine. Oh, there's Catherine from Ireland. Oh,
that's right, Ireland. Sorry, Catherine. Usually I know where that Catherine's from, and today I blew it.
And Linda is on with us. Linda, we'll get to those questions in just a minute. Elaine. Hi, Elaine.
Okay, hope you're doing good.
And Teeny, we said, and Shelly's with us. We say hi to Shelly already?
No, we did not. No, Shelly, I think, was the one we did not on down. Yeah.
All
so
right.
now we're caught up.
Okay. So.
All right. So I guess it's.
That was a good report. It's been 45 minutes.
It's time for questions.
Time for questions. So anybody out there got questions, we're going to type them in. We're going to go up here and.
Yeah. Let's go through them and see where they started.
Okay, we did all those. We talked that.
Oh, Linda has a question.
Linda, anything for me?
Oh, what a pretty picture. That must be the daughter and the mom. Cute.
Which one's the mom?
The one behind, I believe.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah. Linda, I don't know what this is about, but I see several vehicles pulled up to a place, and there's coming and going and switching of vehicles. Like people switching vehicles, or maybe it's just you switching the vehicles. I'm not sure, but there's something about switching the vehicles, like you get out of one, get into another, and then you go and you can come back and get back in the other one. I don't know what that is, but it's a fun time. And I'm going to say that you're going to not feel like going, or think you feel like not going, and you may not want to go, but you should go because you would have a good time with this. And it might not be you switching the vehicles from one to the other, but it seems to me like I'll just say they're just switching vehicles, people from one to the other. But it would be a good time, and I think that you should definitely say, yeah, I think I will go. It's an outing. It feels like a weekend. So that's about the best I can tell you. And that's the first thing that popped out. Do you have anything for her?
But one thing that came to me was it felt like you've got a sadness that you've dealt with for a long time, and you try to put it in the background. But I think that it's whether it's depression or what, but it's like you try to barrel through it. And I think either you've got to come to terms with it or go talk to someone to get some help, because there's no need for you to feel that way, because it wasn't your fault, and B, it was just something that happened. So try not to let it have that kind of control over your life. It's like you're trying to make sure the daughter doesn't. And so you're trying to, I'm not saying you're living through her, but you're finding a lot of happiness through her. But don't be afraid to live your own life.
Okay.
That's what I got.
So next one we have Ted Bundy. Oh, we read that.
Did that. Keep going. Here we go, Heidi.
Where? You missed one.
Oh, I missed Allison. Oh,
here. Spirit told you last week for me to buy gas and food. I did that. Any messages for this week? Enjoy the food. No, I'm kidding.
I remember that for some reason, but I don't think you could give her a reason why.
I remember a little bit of it. I don't have a reason why. No. Well, I do remember saying something about she's going to need it later on, or it will come in handy later on.
Oh,
so that's cool.
Well, at least you've got it. I hope you did it, and if so, just you are prepared.
And Allison,
Ontario, Canada. Allison is.
Okay, I don't know, Allison, if you actually do this, but I want to say that you need to, and I'm going to change that. You must wear socks, either socks or what do you call those? Not nylons.
Tights?
No.
Leggings?
Yeah, leggings or socks. You must wear socks or leggings every time you go out, because there is going to be some kind of a problem with your feet that develops, and it develops slowly. It's not a fungus or anything like that. It could be, I'm not even going to speculate. I'm just going to say, just wear socks. Or if you wear nylons, that's fine. You don't need the socks. But if you go out without the nylons or
some kind of
pantyhose, wear something around your ankles and your feet. Okay.
I'm wondering what pantyhose or nylons could even do to protect the foot.
Nothing. It might be it might be the compression.
Oh, the compression of it. I'll go for that.
Okay. And then Heidi, she says, will I get a wonderful relationship this month? I have my Jupiter return in my 7th on April 20th. Just sounds just crazy enough. You just might be able to do that. And what I say, though, is that you got to make sure that you get out. I don't think it's going to happen.
I'm not saying she won't meet someone that could turn into it this month, but she's not going to get a relationship this month.
Yes, exactly.
That's what I got.
Yeah, that's where I was trying to go with it. It's like
Doesn't mean somebody she meets couldn't turn into a relationship
later on. Yes. So I'd give it a shot, but you got to get out there.
Well, you have to just take the blinders off and use your knowledge and your logic.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go with the heart.
Yeah.
Keep your power, stay ahead of the game. And it's going to happen. It could be, like I said, she could meet him this month, but it may not become a relationship till a couple of months later.
And Wyoming girl, any work related or travel messages for me? Well, Wyoming girl, your travel's going to go fine. It's almost like without any hitches or delays. So wherever you travel or whatever you do, but if it's by car, you get on a plane, a train, a bus, boat, doesn't matter. It's going to go okay. So I wouldn't try to make sure you like overpack just in case or this and that. So your travel will go fine. And work related, I don't know what you do. However, I do remember you talking about going in the desert and doing some gold digging.
Cool.
And if you do that in June, I think you're going to find a little pocket that's not so little. Okay. It'll be a good pocket. You're not going to end up with Donald Trump type money.
So she could match it and put it on her sweater or something. The pocket, it's going to be a big pocket.
A pocket of gold.
Oh,
pocket of gold. But yeah, you're going to find a pretty good sized pocket of gold that's like this will pay off, but that's not going to be till June.
I want a picture.
Yeah, really.
For some reason, it feels to me like, I don't know if she travels for work or not, but there's going to be more traveling than normal in the next 6 months.
And see, Allison says that she wears socks and slippers all the time.
Good.
And she bought compression socks, but hasn't worn them
yet.
you
should put them on.
Yeah.
That will save you from something you don't want.
Yeah. So good. And V says hello from Delaware. From Delaware.
No.
Yep. We did this last week. It's D from Delaware.
Okay. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm old.
Your picture went away, D. What happened?
Oh. Anyway, Erica's got a question.
Okay, where are we? Here we go. Do we see anything for me at all or about my mother's upcoming back surgery?
Oh, she's going to have back surgery. Ooh, I got to have back surgery too.
Yeah.
Her and I are running on parallel lines. Before we even answer that, Erica, you will know what I'm talking about. But the statement you put on Facebook about a significant other. I mean, I can't stop laughing. They crack me up.
I don't get those.
Oh, they're funny. I don't know where you got those, but keep them coming. But anyway,
as far as your mom's back surgery, she's going to be down about 2 months, it feels like, for recuperating before she's up and back to a normal type of activity. I don't know what kind she's having, but the surgery will go well. It'll actually work, and she'll get some probably 80 to 90% relief.
Good.
And in fact, I'm going to say if she does all the physical therapy
and takes the medications. There's something about taking the medication.
She'll get through it pretty easily. But I'm like 80, I'm going to say 90% recovery rate to where she's 90%, feels 90% normal. So, and
I think it's important she listens to the doctor's instructions.
Mm-hmm.
She can't push it. She can't not do it. It's got to go on an even
mm-hmm.
keel, you might say, and she's going to have to do what she may not want to do it, but she's going to have to take the medicine and do what the doctor says.
Yeah. And as far as you're going to probably say, I'm crazy, I'm out of my mind, and you wouldn't never do this because her and I disagree on this. But I think you should go to match.com or some whatever, put in your information and screen the people out, meet them. I think that way you meet somebody and you both come to I see two people coming towards each other, and then they do this little up and down, and then they're together. And it's all that means is what I'm saying is that you could meet somebody that would seem okay. You work out your differences and you guys could have a good relationship. After that, that's for you to decide how deep you want to go into the relationship. See, and she never agrees with me.
I don't agree with that because there's too many crazy people out there.
I know, but she can.
There's married ones. There's crazy ones like Ted Bundy. There's crazy people out there. I mean,
Erica's savvy enough.
Well,
to
she
check
is savvy.
Check them out.
Well, or maybe not Match.com. Go to something else.
Whatever.
It's much more reliable.
I don't know, but I'm saying something like that. In fact, I got to tell you a quick story. We have a guy that named Marcus. We call him our adopted son. He's one of our son's friends, and he did this without telling us. He all of a sudden came and said he met a girl.
That was back in the 90s, so
it doesn't matter. He met a girl.
It's safer then.
They got together. They met online.
Yeah, they did.
They got together and
they got married.
And
they have a beautiful little boy.
Yep. And so it does work.
Yeah,
we know other people who have done the same thing. But it's been a while since anybody told us about it.
But I also have had people talk to me about going on those sites, and there's a bunch of creepy ones out there. So I don't think you got to research where you're going to go through and make sure they're not just a meat market.
But you can also find good people.
Well, yes. I mean, and I'll tell you, I know eHarmony, there's lots of questions, but to me, that keeps out the riffraff.
I know.
So I would try that one before Match.com. That's just me.
And Ashley says, she says, hey, guys, you read it.
But I was thinking, Erica might wanted to know if there's anything, like a job or changing jobs or.
No.
No? Okay.
Whatever you're doing, you're going to be doing the same thing for a while more.
Who is it you want me to read?
Ashley right here.
Oh.
Says, hey, good to see you guys again. Any messages for me or my husband, Alex?
Didn't you just say you wanted me to read that?
Yeah, but I was finally got my head collected here. So
49 years, people. 49 years. Anyway, any messages for me or my husband, Alex? Ashley.
You guys need to get together and go somewhere for the weekend, whether you drive somewhere and you stay at a cabin or a hotel or whatever, or you guys just get out and drive all Saturday and drive on Sunday. You need to get out and mix it up and do something out. I don't want to say outdoors, but kind of outdoors. You're out and you could go sightseeing and go to a museum, but you're out.
I feel like they've been separated. Like she does one thing and he goes somewhere else for whatever
Different
reason,
paths.
Work or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It feels to me, like Skip's. I don't know if I'll go sightseeing, but I definitely think you need to come back together in either a weekend together or a vacation or something where it's just the two of you to kind of reacquaint yourselves. And I think there needs to be some talking done because I think Alex has got some things he needs to express. I don't think they're terrible, but I think he needs to get them off his chest. And you would be a good sounding board because you would have his back. And I don't mean, it's not about you. It's just something he's got going on.
Yeah. And I want to go back for a minute. I want to tell Erica this.
I don't want to tell you. Have you been hearing voices out there? The TV's off.
No, I haven't.
Okay, there's people talking out there. You hear that?
No.
Okay.
I want to go back and tell Erica, say hi to her dad for us.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
And Mom, too.
Allison, we read that. And Ashley. Okay, read that one.
Sailing in BVI, leaving the 26th. BVI, British Victoria? No. Buenos Verdes? No.
From Wyoming girl, she's sailing on the 26th.
What is the BVI?
I don't
know. Well, have fun.
The travel will go well.
It should, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, read this one.
I think she's going to come back really feeling refreshed. Well, Wendy just says, darn it, I missed the show. I'll catch you in the archives. Okay. Wyoming girl. Okay, she said she's sailing. Allison says, thank you again for your time with all of us. We appreciate you guys. One thing, we appreciate all of you, believe me. And it's not us, it's spirit, but we're here telling you what we hear. Wyoming girl, Captain. You're going to be streaming your own boat, man. Cool.
What's BVI? Oh, British Virgin Islands.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
Have fun, but be careful.
Yeah.
Watch out for those rogue waves. Get
Okay.
that? I'm not even a captain, and I know about a rogue wave. You hear it?
No. What does V got here? V says, anything spirit wants me to know. I think if you haven't met this man yet, which would be very, very recent within the last week, I think you're going to meet somebody that you're going to think, I wonder if he's available. And he is, but it's not going to come out. You might need to be a little forward, a little, and introduce yourself and say something, I'm new here or whatever, whatever, but it's like, or you're new here, so my name is blah, blah. Anyhow, you might want to take the first step is what I'm trying to say, because I think all of a sudden you got somebody who might be interested.
Oh, I know what that is.
What?
Did you leave the bedroom door open?
No.
Because I think it's the radio in there.
Well, you got Supergirl hearing because it's not open. And we're a room away.
Okay. Anyway.
All right.
V says, I don't trust any of them sites. Yeah, I know. I don't either. There's too many crazies out there. I think you should stick with finding them, either going out to places and being available, or and make it places where you'd find a better type of guy. You know, I wouldn't go to bars, even though nice guys go to bars, but also a lot of not so nice ones go there. I would go somewhere where it's more reputable.
But see, you could say that about anything.
I don't care. I'm not going to put her life in jeopardy by telling her go talk to somebody that we don't know anything about.
You got to take chances.
That's the ant side talking, okay?
I know. She says she will say hi to your brother. She says, thank you both. We'll take your advice.
Okay, yeah.
Miss you lots.
I think you just need to take the blinders off and open your broader look at life and be willing to go in a direction that may not be real comfortable for you, but you might like it after you got there. So it's a little bit of getting into foreign territory where people are that you're not used to going.
Okay.
Heidi says Sharon's hearing voices. Uh-oh. It's weird. We were doing a reading the other day and somebody whistled in my right ear.
Yeah, I know.
And Skip didn't hear it, and it hurt my ear for a while. The person
we were reading for.
I don't know who did that.
Hand me that book there, will you?
But anyway, Shelley says, anything new, messages, nice to see you today.
Wait, I want to say this for who? Oh, Heidi. She said this. No, that's the wrong book. I was thinking our book.
Oh, it's out in the other room.
Yeah, it's there, but it's buried. But we wrote a book. There. Yeah. No, the next one down.
Oh, Pablo is here.
The next one down.
We'll show that one.
I will. Heidi, we wrote this book. This is the one Matt held up earlier. It's called We Hear and Speak to Dead People. And you can't see it on the camera here.
Oh, there it was. Hold it there. Hold it back. There you go.
There. See that little guy in that circle? That's an image of a ghost. It's like a heat-seeking image of a ghost. And that we captured on one of our ghost hunts in this building it was in ruins. It was half torn down. Anyhow, it's called We Hear and Speak to Dead People. It's available.
How old this book is? We had the voices of the actual ghost hunt that we heard, the ghost voices on a CD that comes with the book.
Yeah.
That's back when CDs was the only way to do that kind of thing.
You can hear the ghost voices.
Yeah, like when you read the book, it'll say go to how'd you put it? Go to
track number 1.
Yeah, track number 1 or 14.
7.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cool book, but the first half tells you how to go on one safely. The second half is about the ghost hunts. So but anything. So then Shelley says, anything new, messages, nice. Oh, I read that already, but we haven't answered the question.
Okay. So let's see for Shelley. I want to ask you, who is Dawn? You need to be aware that Dawn is going to have some surprises. Don is going to have some surprises. And he is also, not in a bad way, surprises, but he's also going to have a time where he has to present something to a group, and it's like he needs to prepare really well. And I don't know if this is the man in the picture with you or somebody else or somebody around the man in the picture with you, but whoever it is, one of you is going to be, whoever is associated with Don is going to be able to have input on it and give him some more information or help him with his presentation.
Can you bring that picture up bigger?
No.
Okay. Well, if that gentleman is still with you, because it feels like he is, but I would like it a lot if you'd tell him to go get a baseline at the doctor. I think he's got an issue that needs to be either found or taken care of. And I'd feel better if you just tell him to go to the doctor, get a baseline, like blood work and, everything.
She says, my husband and my daughter. What is my husband and my daughter? Don or what?
Oh, well, the husband could be named Don, so could the daughter. Dawn.
Oh, he's been diagnosed with diabetes.
Ah, there's something else. He needs to go get that checked. There's something else that either they're just watching and not telling him, which I don't know if they would do that, but he needs to go get a double check on it.
Sometimes doctors will see something else and they'll say, well, we'll just wait and watch this and see what happens.
Yeah, but I really make him promise you to go. And may I be wrong? I hope so, but I think there's something they need to either keep an eye on, get a baseline for, or watch, because I think there's something else there that could be brewing or happening that he's not aware of.
She says his name is Monty.
Monty. Oh, I like the name.
It's the big Monty.
Yeah, I know he's very old school and stubborn, and guys don't like to go to doctors, but I would make him go, just for my sake, so I can feel better.
Yes, it's important that he keeps on top of this.
Yes.
So go get a baseline done and then watch it from there.
Yeah.
Might be just the blood test, but ask for a full blood test.
Well, he should get a complete exam.
Yeah.
Just to be safe.
Yeah.
And that's called the baseline, where he can go from there and know what was and what is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So let's see. She says he's at the Docs Weekly.
Well, that's good. But tell him to keep asking for whatever test he needs, or be real truthful with the doctor about what's going on or how he feels. He's on blood thinners. That's good, because they have to check it every so often. I don't know if he's on Coumadin or not, but you could ask if he could maybe get onto something where he didn't need all those frequent blood tests. But
probably Xarelto.
I don't know. But I'm just saying he needs to keep an eye on it and just don't, I'm okay. No, go get it checked out. If he feels weird, there's a reason for it.
That doesn't feel warfarin.
Yeah, he needs to try. I mean, Xelter is what Skip's on, because
Xarelto.
you don't. Yeah, Xarelto, because you don't have to get all those tests all the time.
I don't have to do any testing.
I mean, my dad was on that. You had to test.
Yes.
To keep but that's good. I wish I could say that.
Dropped 70 pounds.
That's good. Yeah. But still,
there's something else they're going to find out that needs to be taken care of.
Yeah, and it's not. I don't think it's. Well, I mean, diabetes is life-threatening if you don't take care of it. But I don't feel like it's a life-threatening thing. It's just something that would hamper his quality of life if he doesn't take care of it.
But I'm still curious. Who is Don?
Don is either the husband or the daughter.
Monty is the husband.
No, Monty is
her husband. His name is Monty.
Okay.
See?
Well, it must be the daughter then, Dawn.
He's full of energy.
Can you see? That's a good thing. Can you see if it's spelled D-O-N or D-A-W-N?
It's D-O-N.
Okay. Interesting.
And Dawn has to make a presentation, and it needs to have some input.
I wonder if his doctor's name is Dawn.
Ask Monty when you see him if he has a Dawn in his work or where he's gonna go, or you guys could be attending something and somebody's
named Dawn.
Somebody is there named Dawn doing a presentation. Her daughter's name is Catalina.
Oh, that's a pretty name.
Yeah, she's gonna ask about.
It could be Dawn hasn't come into her life yet, but she should be aware of him when he does.
Mm-hmm.
just a heads up.
Something significant about it, and it's good. Yeah. So,
and I'm glad your dad's taking care of himself, but I sure would like a baseline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
but there is free will and free choice.
I think we are done for today.
Well, I got to do my jokes, and then we do have to get out of here because getting ready for a test at 2:30.
But I have to say, we got a bunch of people gave us these white
hearts. Oh, bless your hearts.
A bunch.
Aww.
And then we got a bunch of people that give us the thumbs up. And there's a bunch of people watching on YouTube, cool. Facebook, and Twitch.
Well, thank you all who have stayed with us, not been that 69-second look or something.
Yeah. Shelley said thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so let's hear some jokes.
End on a high note. Like these are high note jokes, but anyway.
I could be really high on these things.
It's time for
I am going for my
Sharon's joke of the week.
That's really quiet.
It's time for Sharon's joke of the week.
That's better.
Well, Skip wanted to talk to me the other day about our high heating bills, and I told him my door's always open.
Oh, I have to play that. That was good.
You know, I found great hide and seek players are really hard to find.
Oh. Mm-hmm. And?
I wasn't going to tell you, but I got booted from our coffee club.
Why?
Because I wore a T-shirt.
I don't get it.
Coffee club T-shirt. T-E-A-T.
Oh, T-shirt.
That was loud. I got to explain them. Anyway.
T-shirt.
Anyway, I also read in the paper, my last one. Oh. I read in the paper that swarms of flying insects threatened a town, and the police deployed the SWAT team.
That was good. That one's good. Oh, what a show. I see Matt's dropped off because Matt had other things to do. Oh, Jeannie says, hi from Saturday. Who was the spirit telling me 2 times to give up more to get more? Oh, God.
Oh, that was our talking to the other side.
Oh, I remember the talking to the other side, but I don't remember more. No, it was your husband. It was Jim. Yeah. I'm going back over my memory banks there. It was him.
I can double check the paperwork too, but I don't know if you said Jim on there or not, but I can read it and see.
Yeah. Heidi says, will my sister and I move away soon? I really think the sooner the better. You probably looking at June if you started your preparations now.
You know, something, I don't know, when you read that and I pictured 2 women here, I felt like the one on the left, which feels like Heidi, is staying, and the other one's going.
Jeannie says, okay, he's too wise.
Or maybe she goes first and Heidi follows after, but I don't think they're going to go together.
Yeah. Look at that. You got laughing and clapping from JM, Crystal, and Heidi. Heidi says, ooh. Yeah. I like that one. Yeah. So
what a fun time.
Yes.
But it's time to go. We got to get ready for bowling.
Heidi says that SWAT joke was cute. We got to get ready for bowling. My bowling's tonight at West Seattle Bowl. Yeah. But there's also
Josie
we got to get ready for our interview on Cairo with John Curley and Sherry Elliker.
Josie says, I'll be there listening to you on the John and Curley show, the John and Sherry show today. You two are great. And yes, Skip, we are still working on the truck and waiting for a part, as you had said.
All right.
Well, he didn't say it, Spirit did, but I know what you mean.
Yeah. Jeannie says, cool. Yeah, Cairo at 3:30 today, 97.3 FM. We're going to be interviewed by John and Sherry.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but we'll see.
And Saturday we'll be on the Matt Manson Mitchell show on
10 o'clock on KKNW.
1150 KKNW. Mm-hmm. So, all right, guys, we'll talk to you later.
Busy.
We appreciate you joining in with us.
Oh, yeah. like we say, just tell your friends, tell your enemies, just tell somebody to tune in.
And share the show where with on the platform you're on, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever it is.
Mhm.
Give us a share and a like and all that good stuff. And we will be back live on Saturday at 1:00. So, but like our theme song says,
will we?
Yes.
Yes, we will. And also Saturday night is our Saturday night dinner.
At
5 p.m. in Tacoma
on the
at the
website.
Harvest Buffet. So come join us if you can.
Our theme song says,
what a wonderful world. Love you, Daddy.
All right, you guys, you have a good week.